couldn't resist.
Here we go.
All right. And now we are going to go Facebook
Live.
Live.
Let me make sure I'm sharing it on my page too.
I wish I could share.
I know, Gwen. Oh my goodness. But you know what? That's why we're recording it, so you can share later. Better late than never.
I might not get my page back. I might not
You
come
have
back.
to. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
annoyed. I'm annoyed.
Live. All right. I think we are going to be going live in a second while we are waiting for our ladies to join us in. We are so excited. All right, there we are. We are Facebook Live. Okay. All right. So, and I think, let's see. All right. My name is Linda Peavy, and I am the founder of Cultured Curves, Sophisticated Fashion, Style and Beauty for curvy women over 50. And it is my great honor and pleasure this evening to be with the icon, the one and only Gwen DeVoe. So we are so excited to have Gwen with us. We also have Emma Medeiros, who is president of Medeiros Relations, who is my publicist and is the only public relations firm that is geared towards the plus size industry. So thank you, Emma, for coming along.
Thank you for having me on board.
Wonderful evening planned for everyone. So come on in. And while you're coming into the room, into the chat, I'm here in Ohio. So you ladies that are coming in, say hello to us and let us know where you're coming in from. Again, I'm in chilly Ohio, where it is like 33 degrees, but I guess I should be happy that we don't have any snow, because at this point we typically have, so you ladies that are coming in, almost a foot on the, at this point. All right.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
I know, right?
I'd rather deal with that though than 10,000% humidity Jersey in the summer. Sorry, but you get no sympathy from me. Right, not a smidge. Sorry.
No,
that's the thing. I'd much rather snow than like literally melting, like as I'm walking down the street.
I know.
This hair doesn't do good in humidity.
Oh God, yes, I can imagine.
I know. Yeah, I'm not going to complain. Well, we are so pleased to have Gwen DeVoe with us, Gwendolyn DeVoe with us, because she literally has been an icon in the full-figured plus-size curvy, whichever title you want to use, industry for a number of years. I mean, she is just the queen. And I want to just tell you a little bit about her so that you know why she's considered an icon. Gwen right now is a successful working commercial print model and actor, right, who devotes her time to mentoring and developing individuals interested in plus size modeling and entrepreneurship. She is also the creator and former executive producer of Full Figured Fashion Week. Hello, and annual of the fashion industry's finest plus size models, designers, retailers, boutiques that ran, hello everybody, for a full 10 years. Okay, that is just amazing. She is also the creator of the Silver Fox Model Camp. Okay, this is really important, right? Silver Fox Model Camp, a one-day workshop for aspiring, mature, like us, models, actors, artists, and influencers. Gwen has received, oh my gosh, numerous awards for her work in the plus size industry, including being honored as Woman of Impact by Impact Magazine in 2018, the 40 FYD Phenom Award in 2020, and the Full Figured Industry's Outstanding Silver Fox Awards, just last year in 2021. Gwen's work and all that it involves does not end there. Her production resume includes a strong lineup of signature events that so many people have attended, including Full Figured and Fabulous, Dangerous Curves Couture, the Ready to Runway model. I'm running out of breath. She is a highly sought after event host, industry influencer, motivational speaker, and expert truly on the plus size fashion industry. And she is my idol. She's written content for Hello USA Today. Okay, we're serious now, and has appeared as an expert on several radio and television shows, including Fox 5's Good Day New York, OMG, Insider Entertainment Tonight, and Aspire TV. Gwen has also been featured in the Huffington Post, Women in Business, Fortune.com, hello, Fortune, Fashion and Style, and Bizwoman, the Business Journal. So I give you none other than the icon, the queen herself, Gwendolyn DeVoe. Yeah.
Oh my God, you know, when you look over your bio, you write it, then you have someone read it, you go, okay, hurry up, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's your fault that it's so long.
Listen, thank you so much, Linda and Emma, for having me on. I have done a lot. It's just, you know what? It doesn't feel like work. So sometimes I actually forget. Like I always remember where I started, but sometimes you forget how much you have accomplished. So it's kind of nice to hear it read, but Linda, that was a lot. You could put that in half.
But sure, you are worth it, because people need to know, right, who you are. They need to know your impact on this industry, because if it wasn't for people like you, I certainly wouldn't be here. So you deserve every accolade. Definitely, they always say, give people your flowers while you are alive. And so this is a bouquet to you, darling.
Thank you both. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
So we're going to get into some questions now, because inquiring minds want to know. So we have some questions that we want to ask you, because we are excited about what you're doing now. So you were a model, we know, for a long time. And then you produced a full figure fashion week for, like we said, 10 years. But now you're an actress. You're a working actress. Oh my gosh. Why did you want to be an actor? And what do you really enjoy most about this very different craft?
So for clarity, I never wanted to be an actor. This was my pivot.
Wow.
During the pandemic. I decided to change my hair and embrace the gray. And a photographer friend of mine who has taken numerous headshots of me, she looked at me and she said, are you going to keep this hair color and this style? I said, I guess so. I can't go anywhere to get it done during the pandemic. Yeah, you know, we all went through that, right? Emma's like, you know, some of those great things that we used to do.
Great. I do not know what you're talking about. No.
It was crazy. So I embraced it. And you guys, a lot of people know my story. I started to lose a lot of hair way back when I had a medical issue. And so I've worn extensions, weaves, wigs, everything forever. And so when I was able to find something that complemented who I was without looking like, oh, you know, I just went with it. And I tell you, she's
freezing up a bit. Let's give it a couple of seconds. Let's give it a couple of seconds.
And I got signed. And that's how I became a commercial actor. It's incredible. It's really
okay. And so, but tell us about the challenge though, because, you know, what a leap from modeling to acting. What challenges are you facing now that maybe you didn't face when you were a model?
Well, you see, because I've always trained models as well, a lot of it is sort of interchangeable.
Okay.
You know, I mean, the behaviors are the same. All right. Be on time, show up on set, be authentic. This is all stuff that, you know, we've been telling models to do like forever. I think the biggest challenge was understanding and knowing that there was a place for me, right, at this age. So if I were going to say, was there a challenge? And even that wasn't a challenge, because looking like this, casting agents were already looking for me. You know, because they have so many mature women that don't want to embrace their gray. So and if you're youthful looking, they're having a hard time, because in their mind, like in fashion, we have moved forward, but in film, we really haven't. They want grandmothers to look like grandmothers. They don't want you with the purple hair. They don't want you with whatever the trend is. They want you looking like a grandmother. And gray hair is associated with maturity, you know, even though young people are dyeing their hair gray now or
Yes,
wearing gray wigs and weaves. It's really
Isn't that funny?
it's ridiculous. You know, so they were already looking for me, and I just happened to be that person there at the right time. And I had very little competition. Even now, I have very little competition because most of us don't want to embrace the gray yet because there's a negative stigma attached to it. So I'm going to ride this pony until the wheels fall off.
I hear you, because gray, we know gray is beautiful. So I mean, this is what can happen, right? When you embrace your true authentic self. So I think it's fantastic.
It's amazing. It really, really is.
Now we know you're acting. So we know typically in acting, there's film, there's theater, there's TV.
Correct.
What is your favorite?
My favorite would, because I am a mature person with very little memory left, even though I've done all of.
Oh, not again.
It's just freezing up again. Let's give it a few minutes. Let's give it a couple of minutes. Sorry, people, this is technology. You know, this
is what it is.
It's like, nothing you can do about it. Just depends on Wi-Fi. Okay, there you go.
Oh, yes. So did you hear what I said about the
no.
Close up.
So editing can happen when you're in film.
Okay.
Not so much in theater. So because my memory is so bad, and I mean really, really bad, I don't see myself doing theater. My forte is industrial work where I'm giving a teleprompter. And most of the time so I've done commercials for Moderna. I've done some things for diabetes, and that's so quick. You go in, they set up a teleprompter, everything that you're supposed to say, and I'm actually reading it. So now I'm a teleprompter expert. You know what I mean? But the other things, I already know my shortcomings. I can give you maybe 2 lines, and then the third time I say it, I'm going to say it differently because I don't remember it.
Okay.
You know, so, and as I've taken acting classes, a lot of my coaches have given me exercises to help myself. I mean, even here, I have this stuff that the world is taking. Prevagen, that didn't work for me. So if anybody needs some, email.
Pushing drugs here.
Listen, it didn't work.
But that brings an interesting point about memory. Is there anything that you do or a routine that you do to maybe help you memorize, knowing that you're going into a shoot? Any practices you have, or you just remember?
I tried it. Both my short-term and my long-term memory, they're really, really bad.
Okay.
The fact that, and the only reason why it didn't bother me during Full Figure Fashion Week, because if I actively engage in you, I have a thing for names. Like if you tell me your first and last name, I will always remember that. You'll go, hey, it's Linda. I'll go, hey, right? Yeah, I do that.
God, I wish I had that.
Yeah, I do that. But everything else, no, not so much. So going back to your original question, or, you know, like just exercising that memory muscle. And I do it as much as I can, but I'm not that successful at it. But a lot of the directors like me so much, they make accommodations for me. And they have done that lately.
And that's,
you know, it's so funny. Oh, so sorry. Yeah.
No, that's a testament to her talent, right? That she goes in and she blows them away and they're like, okay.
Talent and personality, you know, it's just like in modeling. You could be the most beautiful model in the world with a nasty attitude and you will not get booked.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
So
it's so funny. Just a little story, like just something about that hopefully encourages you and our viewers here. I don't know if you guys ever knew, but you know, the movie Meet Me in St. Louis, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So the dang, dang, dang goes the Charlie write that song. That was actually written differently. The actress said it the wrong way, but she was so good at it that they kept it. So what we are hearing is actually the mistake version. So just saying, it sold how many millions of copies. So don't necessarily freak out if you say the wrong thing. Had to
Right.
put that out there.
Right.
Yeah.
'Cause sometimes
They're like, but it was so good. We don't care if it was wrong.
Yeah.
are there any other influencers maybe that have been in the industry, Gwen, that you look up to in terms of other more mature actors that, you know, are rocking it and doing it really well that maybe you take some cues from?
Not in particular, because this wasn't even on my radar, you know, but I have a great fondness for Cicely Tyson. I love her work. I love all the things that she's done. And if I wanted to have a mentor, and if I was able to sit down and talk with someone at this juncture about, you know, how to move forward in this career, I would probably want to talk to Cicely.
Yeah, that was my next question. Like, what would you ask her? If you could just like get one question, what would you ask her?
How do you memorize all those doggone lines? And the other thing, point me in the direction of Tyler Perry. So this weekend, I was in Atlanta, and my nephew, he's an actor as well, but he's so much better than me. He's in plays and all this other stuff, and he lives within walking distance of the Tyler Perry studios.
Goodness.
So he drives me, and I go outside by the gate, and I stick my head, I got my head stuck in the gate. I stuck my head in, and I'm like, wow, it's more like a compound, like it's huge, you know? And I told him I was going to come back and probably see if I could take a tour, because I think just being on that soil, it was so inspiring to me. And I don't know if you guys know, but Tyler Perry really hooked Cicely up. You know, he just embraced her, and he gave her that more or much more longevity, I think, you know, because I think that the industry was probably about ready to throw Miss Tyson away. You know what I mean? But he made sure, I mean, not in a negative way, Emma, but I'm just saying, you know, once you get to be like 90, you know, but I'll say this just to wrap up this part of the story. I was just on, I did background work for And Just Like That, right? Which is the spinoff for Sarah Jessica Parker's original series. So that was last week. And what am I trying to say? The show, this particular show, called for rich auntie and grandmothers. So, and the age range, Linda, was from 60 to 90 years old.
Wow.
So me, I'm like, okay, I'm figuring everybody was going to be on the 60 range. I was probably one of the youngest at 60. They were all, there is this underground community of mature actors.
Wow.
So as unique as most people think I am with this hair, I wasn't that unique because everybody in the room had gray hair.
Wow.
And Chanel bags, and I didn't have a Chanel.
Manila Blahnik shoes.
It was just, yes, exactly. They were
Can't
all
have Sex in
gray.
the City without Manila Blahnik shoes. Come on.
Listen, but I'm a size 12. And so wardrobe was like, did you bring your own shoes? I was like, yes, ma'am. So there's this community. And so having, you know, being able to speak to your audience tonight, I hope is going to encourage people to know that you can absolutely do and or continue your dreams just because you're over 50 or these women were 90, 95, walking in walkers. And they were SAG. So a lot of them have been actors.
Okay.
And now they're doing like just background stuff, but they had been actors. One woman says, oh, I've been SAG since in the 50s.
Oh,
Wow.
Then she
That's
talked about being
amazing.
grandfathered over for benefits. I'm like, SAG has benefits, because I'm an HR person. So I'm like, SAG has benefits.
wow.
So there's a whole world out there that we have not, or most of us have not been privy to. And I'm just trying,
yeah.
I'm trying to tap into it, because you know my workshops are coming, Emma. I just
Can't
need
wait.
a few.
Yes, I've
you
been
know.
listening, stalking.
I get some more under my belt, Linda, and then I'm going to teach everybody how to do it, because that's what I do. I share.
And that reminds me of the Silver Fox Modeling Group, right? And the workshops. So why did you feel it was important to have them? Why is it important now? And you almost helped to answer the question, because you're saying that is still underground, right? Like the majority of people would not know that there is this group of, talented women who are available to work. And those who might think their time has passed, or based on what society says they're done, look at what's really available. So I would love to hear about what you're doing with it and why you started it to begin with.
So when you look back at my history, my career, right? I've always tried to elevate the underdog or the forgotten ones, right? It started with Full Figure Fashion Week, right? It actually started before Full Figure Fashion Week, but I didn't get any traction with it. So I kept going. So Full Figure Fashion Week for me was, quote unquote, my big break. That's when the world started to know really who Gwen DeVoe was, right? Then, as quiet as is kept, some may not want to admit this, but the big and tall. Yeah, we saw them around. They were our dates, they were our husbands, but nobody put them on the runway.
That is true.
Yes,
So I
very
added them
true.
to Full Figure Fashion Week. So it's my history to do things like that. So now that I am of a certain age, I'm like, what's out there for us? And what better testimony is it to actually be in it? So that's what I do. I infiltrate first, and then I come out swinging, going, look, this is what we can do. And then I bring
She's a spy.
I'm a
Industrial
spy.
espionage.
That's what I do. I've always done it that way. I like to be the innovator. I like to be the first. And then when I'm done, I kind of just fall to the backside and then just kind of like
Next.
and go next. What can I do next? And the only thing I will not do, I will not work with children. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh my gosh, you're funny.
I'm not a parent and I don't have a lot of experience with children. So it's just not something. It's never been on my
I
radar.
shouldn't bring my 10,000 cousins to, your birthday
Yeah,
party or anything
you
like that.
can bring them, but you have to make sure you stay with them.
Yeah, right.
Well, what about the women who are mature who want to break into modeling? Like, what advice do you have other than take whatever event or workshop that you are providing? Like, what are some of the tips that you would give?
Here's the thing. As much as I know that attending one of my workshops will be very advantageous to you, I always say, not everybody needs a workshop. Okay. However, the flip side is there is so much on the internet. Sometimes, even though you've been around the industry for a long time, it's almost sometimes hard to decipher what's the real thing when you're just solely going on the information on the. So I feel that it's better to come together within a community and learn from each other and make sure that that person, right, that's producing the workshops or having the workshops have credible instructors. There's just a difference, Linda, because there are other people out there that are giving workshops besides me, but as the kids would say, where are your receipts?
Right.
What have you done? I've done it. I have, and that's one of the reasons why people like my Silver Fox Model Camp people, they are chomping at the bits, waiting for my workshops. But I don't feel I have enough experience under my belt in this industry, this new industry yet. Yes, I've done a ton of stuff that you guys may never see because it's not all televised. A lot of it is instructional, but every time I do something, regardless of whether or not it makes it to a big screen, it's on the job training for me. And so when I do have a workshop, I will feel comfortable. When people start to ask me questions, I'll feel comfortable.
Okay. Well, you froze up a bit, but we could hear you. So that's good. Can you tell us maybe a couple of projects that you can share that we can maybe look for you in or see you in? Oh,
You jinxed us, Linda.
You're back. Can
you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Can you name maybe a couple of projects that you can talk about that you've done, seen you in, or that maybe is upcoming that you can share?
All right. So my first big break, everyone knows that, was Etsy. That was huge. And they only contracted for a year. It went over, so I got commissions on that. During the Super Bowl, it was just amazing. I've done a commercial for Moderna. I've done in-house training for Morgan Stanley. And I just got another commission check for that because that was supposed to be a year, but they contacted my agency and said, we want to run it again for another year in our training materials. I've done Brooklyn Brewery. I don't drink beer, but I was an
I'm sorry, this was supposed to be totally.
What's the matter?
Sorry, I'm sorry. The phone is just going crazy.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
So I've done a commercial for the Brooklyn Brewery. I actually was an extra. And as I was walking up and down the street in the snow, in the inclement weather, the producers, I think the production team, they were from Germany. And they told the PA, who's that with that hair? Oh my gosh, we've never seen anything like it. So I got what they call a bump. And I became a principal. And so, but the funny thing is, I'm sitting on the steps of a brownstone in Brooklyn, drinking beer with people that look like they're like 19 and 20.
Oh my goodness.
So they were calling me Auntie Beer. Auntie Beer, come sit next to me, you know.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy.
Auntie Beer.
Auntie Beer. Tons of Law and Order. I'm on that all the time. FBI Most Wanted. There's something new that's coming out called Last Stand Call for Istanbul. I'm in that. I don't know what people are talking about. I don't even know what language people speak in Istanbul. I have another movie too. I think this series is on. It's called Girls on the Bus. It's about a bunch of female journalists who travel around during the election time. And they get all the dirt on all the candidates. So I'm in that a couple of times. But I've been busy. I've been so busy. And like I said, I go to Philadelphia maybe once or twice a month to do industrial things. Those are the medical. Oh, and I did elder care. You guys have seen my flyers for elder care. So I'm trying to get more pharmaceutical jobs because those are the big ones. They pay a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess for what they charge for medication,
Absolutely.
they can afford to had to put that out there. Just saying.
Absolutely.
Got the money to spend on actors.
Yeah. So those are my favorite, the farmers, but they're really hard to get. And I think that I have goals for myself for next year. My goals are to increase my bookings from my self-tapes by 25%. Because this year I lived a lot off of commissions. Yeah, I guess it's commissions or whatever it is when the contract runs out. Yeah.
Royalties?
Royalties, yeah.
Royalties, yeah.
They don't call it royalties, but that's exactly
Oh,
what it
okay.
is. It's a reuse of whatever the thing was.
Residuals.
Residuals? I don't know, but I cashed those checks, Linda.
Money,
You're like, I don't care what it's called. It's checks in my bank.
It's money. Well, that's what I was going to ask you is like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Is it a balance of modeling, or do you want to be predominantly acting? Like what do you want? Where do you want to be in 5 years?
I read your question when you sent this to me and I'm like, oh God, I don't have an answer. It's
pressure.
You know, to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to do this for a long time. You know, it's okay. I'm not like my nephew. He's like, Auntie, I'm in this. And I'm just kind of like, this is fun. Who knows? Maybe, you know, by the time I get 70 in like 5 years, I'll just do background work, which you can pick and choose. You can say yay, nay. I think I'm spooked, Linda, by the memory thing. I'm really spooked by that. And so my confidence is a little, you know, wavering. But I tell you, if everything goes as planned and 2023 go and I work hard and I see those increases in my bookings, I could do this as forever, but I don't have any goals for continuing right now. I don't really have any goals. I don't want to be, you know, I mean, I was in a Tyler Perry movie already. I was like in the credits where they had all the grandmas. The last one, Homecoming or something like that.
Oh, I literally just saw that like a couple of
I haven't
days
seen it yet. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Suppose he called for grandmothers. Well, the casting director called for grandmothers, and then they got us all, it was like 8 of us, right? One was a judge. They looked older, but they didn't look like grandmothers. And then they asked us these questions about the movie, but they didn't tell me that I should have seen the movie. So I didn't know. They were and I just piggybacked. Listen, I acted my behind off. I was like, oh
Make it till you make it, baby.
yes. I was like that one scene, but I just listened to what somebody else said. And then 15 minutes into the questions, the Zoom goes bloop and Tyler Perry pops on. And I'm like, yeah, it was so cool. Oh my God. And he's like, my goodness, you guys don't look like any grandmothers that I know. And he was like, so I didn't hear what you guys said. Tell me, what do you think about the film? And I lied, but I hadn't seen it. They didn't prep
Hopefully he
me.
doesn't see this.
Huh? I don't know. But you don't have to really make a commitment because there are so many levels to it. You can stay as in the median if you want to, or you can aspire to go higher. But when you aspire to go higher, you have to put in the work. Like I'm already taking acting classes because I think I need more training in emoting. Like I only have 2 emotions, happy and mad. That's it. I'm just because I'm always bubbly. That's me. But when I get an audition and they say, we want you to look intense, I go straight to mad. And they go, well, that's a little angry, so I need help in that. So I go like, this is at my desk.
Yeah.
So sometimes in the daytime, I don't use it for makeup. I go, and I practice little things, so I'm working on myself. Because even though I may not want to make a quote unquote career out of this, when I do something, I want it to be good work. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, we are like into the fall winter fashion season. And I would love to know just a few tips, right, that our curvy women can maybe consider, recommendations you would have to really, maintain a great style that would take us through the wintertime. What are just a couple of things that, we need to be mindful of in terms of, how we're dressing or color or, trends that are out there right now? Oh, I think we got.
Oh no.
Spraying.
Not again. Oh, issues.
Okay, we can hear you now. Did you hear the question, Gwen?
Emma, you're moving. Okay, so we're back. I said it was froze, so I said I'll just wait. So for me personally, I'm not a trendy person. Actually, I'm not even real a fashion fad type person. I know my body. Like the fact that we were no longer going into stores and we were buying things online, that worked for me because I know me. And if the measurements are good measurements, the numbers are good, I know how to, I don't need to go into stores anymore. I miss it, but I don't miss it.
Know your body.
Right? Know your body. Don't try so hard to follow trends. Work with what works best for your body. Now, if you're a stylish kind of person, that's different because stylish people like to have the latest trends. Don't dress in trends from head to toe.
That's a good tip.
Right?
Like pick one focal point.
Exactly. Stick with your classics. If it's always that black wrap dress that looks amazing on you, then if everybody's wearing the glass shoe, right? Throw the glass shoe in there because there goes your trend right there. You know what I mean? Now the purses are, what shape is this, Emma? That round shape. What do you call that? All
round shape purse.
The round shape purses.
Oh God, I know it.
Is that like the barrel purse, or are they calling it something?
No, it's
but
hold
that's
on. Sorry, I have to
everybody's
Google, but I
wearing.
know as soon as I see it, I'll be like, yeah, that's what it's called.
So update your look by adding 1 or 2 trends, not head to toe. You're gonna laugh at this one, Linda. You are not a mature woman if you are still wearing a Canada Goose down jacket with your evening dress. Invest, right? Invest in a good
Oh
overcoat.
my goodness.
Am I telling the truth? I mean, for
I
years,
have
Emma,
to agree with that. Yeah.
I did that. I was wearing my stupid little, because it's New York, and we want the
Anything
hood,
goes in New York, but you're
you
right.
know,
No,
but
you're
to
right.
look pulled together. And when I was a young woman, much younger woman, my mother would say, where's your funeral coat? Because she always, yeah,
Okay,
good.
well, that's a good point. Would you wear a puffy thing to a funeral? Probably not. So your mom
Yeah.
has a good point. Yes.
So your outerwear is important, right? Knowing your body type. Don't dress in head to toe. And this is really huge for plus. Don't dress in head to toe in trends.
Friends,
You know,
yeah.
pick a focal point, put in and just be versatile with how you are activating the trends. That's what I do. And then hair. Use hair as accessory.
All
I've
right.
been getting more into that actually. At the FIAs, I had a little, I don't know if you saw it, like a little
Yes.
like I think I'd never done it before. I'm like, I'm just sick of just doing my hair the same way. I'm like, let me throw a little, and people loved it. So
You'd be
yeah.
surprised. You know, don't be afraid of a bang. Throw a bang in there. You
Okay.
know, or if you always leave your hair down, put it in a bun, change up. There are hair accessories now. I mean, I just shot new images with a straight hair. I got booked within like 2 days.
Wow.
2 days. That's how I got to Sarah Jessica Parker, because it's very, very ladies who lunch. You know, this
much
is
more so than the curl.
exactly. This is Brooklyn, like not museum owner, but gallery owner, you know, kind of funky. So there are different looks, particularly when you start getting into acting. You have to know how to, it's not always about your clothes really, because when you do an audition tape, they don't want all of this. They barely, Linda, want makeup.
Yeah, I remember you saying that as a tip. And Karen is with us, and she said it's the canteen purse. Is that what the round bag is called?
Actually, when I Googled it, it said circle bags. Round bags, also known as circle bags, cylindrical bag, I mean, barrel bag. It's several different things. I mean, probably a canteen purse, because it does kind of look like a canteen. Yeah, probably depending on what store you go to. Yeah.
Right.
But other things like that will update your wardrobe, you know, your good coat. Make sure you have an evening bag or several, you know, stop trying to put your, you know, you got your work bag with your evening dress. That doesn't go.
I'm guilty of that sometimes.
You're guilty? I know what to get you.
Sometimes I know. I do have evening bags, but a lot of times you can't fit a bunch of things.
I know.
I mean, that's the reason why I'm like,
okay, then
I
you
got
have
my
to scale
glasses,
down.
I got my phone, I got my charger, I got my lip.
Yeah.
Put your glasses on a really nice rhinestone thing and wear them around your neck so that you can do like this and go, darling, how are you?
Darling.
So
goodness.
When the 2023 Pantene color of the year is Viva Magenta, which is basically a red, right? So for those who don't know, what does this Pantene color of the year have to do with, you know,
Pantone,
the average person sitting, I'm sorry?
Pantone color of the year.
Yes, the Pantone, what did I say?
Pantene, the hair stuff.
We were talking about hair.
No worries. I was like, I think she means Pantone.
We're talking about hair, right? So the Pantone color of the year is Viva Magenta, which is like a red. So what does that have to do with like the average woman sitting at home? What does that mean?
So understand that there are multiple colors, right? And not everything is
really.
There are colors that I won't wear, and I think I could pretty much get away with most things. Like you guys don't understand. I don't wear a lot of black.
No, you don't. Yeah.
No, I don't. Black doesn't make my personality feel vibrant. I feel very serious in black. And if you know anything about me, I'm not very serious. So, you know, I don't want to say anything bad about Pantone's color of the year. But rather than let the color of the year dictate to you. I say, find what works for you and then go crazy. Go
Right.
bananas,
Right.
Um, and I know that color too. I like red. I like red lips. I like red toenails. I like red polish, but my red is more of an orange red. I like
Okay.
an orangey red,
Versus me, I have to do like a blue red. So
A
it really
blue
does,
red, yeah.
really does depend on the person. Like I couldn't wear the same shade of red. Well, I mean, no law against it, but it wouldn't look as good on me as a bluish red. So yeah, that's a perfect example because
And know what your skin tones are. Do you have a lot of
I mean,
red?
all three of us have different skin tones, different everything.
skin
So
tones.
yeah.
Mhm. So
And
it's
you're
And I believe
that.
Cultured Curves has done blog posts about skin tones and finding the
I
right
have a
shades.
post
If I
about-
am not very much mistaken.
Yes, because it's not just the skin tone, it's the undertone, our
Undertone.
We have done blog posts about
That's
that.
what I
So
meant. Yeah.
if you're not sure, check out
Right.
Cultured Curves.
Absolutely. So you go to the Cultured Curves, to culturedcurves.com to know exactly how do you determine, like, what are your best colors? Because you're right, when it means that we're going to see a lot of red in the stores, right? But you shouldn't force it, right? I clearly like red, but red is not everybody's color. So even though you're going to be bombarded with red, in the spring, don't force it if it's not a color that is for you. Like you said, find what is for you. Go to the Cultured Curves blog and read that article and know what your color is, know what's going to match with your skin tone or your undertone. And like you said, go crazy because that it's going to look good on you.
Yeah.
So while we are wrapping things up, why don't you just give us a couple of fun facts that you would say most people don't know about you?
Hold on. Gotta get the pay attention. Okay, I'm ready.
You are funny.
Bring it on.
I used to play college ball,
Oh,
basketball.
didn't know
Emma,
that.
you really didn't know that?
I didn't. I swear to God, I did not. I mean, I can
Wow.
picture it. I mean, you're tall, athletic, all that, but I know for sure they did. All right, cool. So noted. All right, so that's number one. What about number two?
The other thing is I love and I long to find a partner who will do, and not a love partner, but I mean like a friend, because my friends won't do any of these things I'm getting ready to tell you. I'm putting them on blast. I love to do things like, or try things like roller skating, rock climbing. I like all of that stuff.
I'd do that with you.
You would?
Yeah,
I do
totally.
like, I always want to say, come on, like I have Tanya, one of my besties, bought me a helmet because I had started riding my bike again. I like doing that kind of stuff. And now I find that, whereas before I used to be able to just go ahead and do it by myself, now I really need an activity partner to keep me motivated. And I just can't, people are like, oh no, we're getting older. If you fall, it's so much worse now. And I know that's true, but I'm not thinking about falling. I want to have fun. You know what I mean? So I want to go when Rockefeller Center had the disco roller skating. I was like, looking for somebody to go. Oh my God, I love that kind of stuff.
I would. No, I'm serious. I would do with you next time.
Oh my God.
Let me know. I'm serious. I really would.
Look at Linda. Go ahead, girl.
Yeah, have fun.
I'm like, not a roller skating or rock climbing girl, but sounds like you found one. So
ice skating. I love the ice skating. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Because these are things I never did as a child. I had a really, really tame childhood. I grew up in
I can make up for it.
Yeah, and I just feel like, I matured so fast that I missed a lot of the fun stuff that some of the other kids were doing. And so I think that's why I'm so youthful now, because I'm going back. I'm trying to grab all the things that I wasn't able to do.
Nothing wrong with that.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? So is there anything else you'd like to add? I want to make sure that you give us information on how people can keep up with you, how they can follow you, how they can, find out what you're doing, your social media, any handles that you want to give.
Don't say social media. Wait.
Oh, right now that's a dirty word, Linda. Don't forget.
If there's any, how can we keep up with you? How can we keep up with you?
So I'm on Instagram. I've been on Facebook for millions of years. Okay. And due to, I don't want to give conspiracy stories, but when I was in a major contest last month, for some reason, somebody reported my page and you can't even find me.
Oh,
So
No, I couldn't. The other day I was like,
yeah,
where is she?
I'm
Yeah.
so glad you text me. Yeah. So
Yes. I was like, thank God I
I
remember.
talked to people with whom this has occurred, and they said that with Facebook, it could be 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 years. And they have said that what I should probably do, because I've already sent them my credentials, the only thing to get back on is to start a new page. I'm not doing
It's
that.
such a pain in the
I'm
butt.
not doing that.
Ugh,
Because I
such a
already
pain
have
in the
enough
butt.
page.
You
I
do.
have
Yeah.
page because I mean, it took me no time to get to 5,000 friends, but I have 15,000 followers within those 5,000 friends. So I'm not
Yeah.
scared. So I will probably, to answer Linda's question,
whatever happens, clears itself up. We know we can maybe go to Instagram to
Instagram, Gwen Mogul DeVoe. My
Okay.
email is devoe@dseventsinc.com. If you want to book.
Oh,
Oh, she's freezing up a bit. So Instagram, let's put the Instagram.
I'll get it, Linda. I was just going to look
Okay,
for it too. So I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, yep.
I gotcha.
We want to at least be able to find you on Instagram for sure, just in case we want to follow you, find out what's going on, find out when those workshops are coming out.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I have to now reactivate the Silver Fox Model Camp Instagram page because the group was founded in Facebook.
Okay.
So I know my ladies and my guys are like, what happened to her? So I don't even have access to any of that.
Well,
I
it's
think,
coming.
hold on. I think the Silver Fox thing is still there though, not like your other pages. Let me double check.
Okay.
Silver
How
Fox
do I get
networking
in?
group.
Itself out. I just know
The
it
group
is.
itself is still there. Yeah, I'll add the thing for the group as well. Group
Good.
itself is still there.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Da, da.
All right.
It was
So-
mainly your personal pages, Gwen, but the group is there. I put the
Okay.
Instagram thing.
And
Your
on Facebook, there's a page called Gwen DeVoe 2.
Okay.
hold on,
That
I
used to
got
be
it.
my overflow.
Continued page, right?
Continued page, yes.
Yes. Okay, continued page, got it. Gotcha.
All right.
Cool. Here we go. And what was the email again you said, Gwen, that people can reach you
So
at?
for just general inquiries, it's
Mhm.
DeVoe at dseventsinc.com. For
So I just wanna
booking,
put that in the chat. Yep.
for bookings, it's bookgwendevoe@gmail.com.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
one more time. Bookings is what?
bookgwendevoe@gmail.com.
All right.
Done.
Okay, we got it in there. So there's several ways
Woohoo!
to Gwen. If you want to book her or you want to follow her, you want to know what's going on, you want to know, when those workshops are coming out. Wow, Gwen, I cannot thank you enough for this time that you've been able
Thank
to.
you for having me.
You've just been wonderful and really, gave us some really good insight on, what do we need to do if this is maybe a career that we want to follow, or, some of the challenges to expect. But I think really the overall message is it's never too late. Like
Never
it's
too
just never, ever, ever too late. If you have that dream inside of you, that spark inside of you, whatever it is, it could be modeling, it could be, I don't know, going back to school, like whatever it is. I mean, you can't count yourself out, right?
One of my great aunts went back to school at 81.
Wow.
Yep. People asked her, like, why are you going back to school at your age? She goes, why not?
That's amazing, Emma.
Why not? She wanted to. So she
And
did.
also, I believe in the spirit of community. It's like, you have a lot of people that say, oh, but Gwen, you're so outgoing. I'm not like that. Okay, I get that. Okay, but it's so much easier when you have when you're part of a community. So you have to dig deep within yourself and you have to hone your networking skills. It's really, really important because there's nothing like wasting your time hooking up with the wrong whatever, whether that's a man, a workshop, a job. So to me, A community is a place where you can bounce off ideas, bounce off your feelings, and just get validation. It's not, and I always say, people like, oh, I don't want to gossip with people. It's not always
It's not gossip.
I'm
Well, okay,
coming to
some of
you
it's gossip,
say,
let's be honest.
well, listen. I'm like, Linda, have you heard of so-and-so and so-and-so in Akron, Ohio? No, Gwen, but I know somebody that is in that same industry. Maybe he or she can help you. That's
Somebody knows
true
somebody who knows
networking.
somebody.
Yes.
Yeah, that's another reason why I have to disagree with what you said earlier, Gwen. You said not everybody needs a workshop, but what you just talked about is the reason why everyone does need a workshop. Even if you're like top of your game of the career or whatever,
Yeah.
go to trainings, go to workshops, whatever. Even if you don't learn anything new, which is very unlikely anyway, because everything's already always changing. Getting that energy, getting that community, getting that everything. So that's why I'm like, I'm glad that she brought this up again, because I kind of disagreed what you said before. Not everyone needs a workshop. Like, just refresh your skills, refresh your course, meeting new people. There's always a good reason to go for that community.
And you can always learn something new.
Always.
Especially if the teacher is someone with the receipts, like Gwen.
There is
Definitely want to learn from her. Emma, I just want to make sure that you put your contact information.
Oh, sure.
As well.
Thank you. Yeah, let me give my link there. Yeah, so is it okay if I just explain to people again about Medeiros Fashion PR, since not everyone might have been there? So Medeiros Fashion PR is the first public relations firm in the US to specialize in the plus size fashion industry. So what that means is our clients are plus size models, designers, also size inclusive designers and retailers, bloggers like Linda. So what we do is we help you get you more well-known, because no matter how amazing you are, if not enough people know about you, they're not going to hire you, they're not going to buy your stuff, whatever. So if you want to set up a free consultation with Medeiros Fashion PR, no strings attached whatsoever, putting the website there, medeirosfashionpr.net, and let me know. Oh, we'll put my email there too. Yeah.
All right.
So,
thank you so much. And I want to thank everybody that came on tonight. Again, Emma, thank you. Gwen, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Cultured Curves, sophisticated style, fashion, and beauty for curvy women over 50. And I'm putting my information into the chat. Please.
And Linda, hold on, before you sign off.
I do have upcoming, I was going to mention that. I do have upcoming, after years and years and years, my book. My book will be complete in February, and it is the Cultured Curves Guide to Style for Mature Curvy Women. It is going to be considered like the Bible of the fashion.
Yes.
For
anything and everything you need to know about this, it's in this book, ladies. Seriously, I'm not just saying that.
Undertone, skin tone, clothes. How do you shop? Where do you shop? What do you shop for? What do you do? I'm really excited about it. So definitely you want to follow me to make sure you are the first person to know when it releases. So culturedcurves.com is the blog, and then my IG page is Cultured Curves and #1. And then certainly we have the Facebook group and the Facebook page that you need to come on and join us. And then you can contact me, Linda at culturedcurves.com. So thank you so much, Emma and Gwen. This has been
yes, so excited for this book to come out.
And I hope you have a blessed day. And everybody watching, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday and blessed season. Yes. Okay.
Bye
good.
Guys, happy holidays.
Happy holidays. This is my holiday red. Happy holidays.
Nails too.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye now.